people to do is the napkin trick. So imagine you were out to brunch with your best friend, and your best friend is like, hey, I know you've been coaching on all this stuff. I see you in your coaching business, you're killing it. I really want help on the thing that you coach on. What steps do I need to take in order to achieve the result that you coach all of those people in? And so imagine you take the mimosa off the napkin, your little drink napkin. It's small, right? It's a small little square napkin, and you immediately start jotting down steps. What would those steps be? If you're like, oh girl, the first thing you need to do is this, and then after that you need to do this, and then this, and then this. I always recommend that process for breaking your process down because it's natural, it's organic, and it's authentic to what you actually know in your methodology. Hey, Courtney Sanders here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me, I'm a full-time life and business coach as well as wife and mom. I wear all the hats and do all the things. You might hear a baby screaming in the background. I mean, it is what it is. I do what I can. But I'm also really passionate about helping you turn your success story into a 6 or even 7-figure brand. And part of how you do that is by creating a signature program, which is what I want to talk to you about today. And I was super excited to do this video because I've just released a brand new signature program of mine called the Next Big Name Bootcamp. It's really fantastic, and it's designed to take you from unknown brand to the next big thing in your niche. And so in this program, I dive deep into all the things that I didn't see any other coach talking about online in terms of not only how to attract clients and to get to 6 figures in your business, you know, to make 10K a month, all that stuff. That's like, of course, we talk about that in the program, but really how to be a leader in the niche, how to have a magnetic brand where people just can't wait to work with you. And even if other people are talking about similar things, they're like, nope, I want to work with her because she is just really fantastic and they really connect with everything that you're doing. So if you want to check out the sneak peek for that program, I did an hour-long live stream taking you behind the scenes and peeling back the curtain, and so you can check that out here. But beyond that, I know you might be interested in building your own signature program because it is such a foundational step to getting to the 6-figure and of course the 7-figure level in your coaching business. And so even before my new program, The Next Big Name, I have developed all sorts of signature programs over the years with great success, and I always love working with clients in these programs. And so if you are just getting started, or maybe you've been established for a while, maybe you have been working with clients one-on-one, or you've done some short-term programs, maybe some VIP days, some intensives, some events, some courses, but now you're really ready to buckle down and create your signature program, you're gonna love this video, and we're gonna get into it right now. All right, the first thing you need to do if you want to create your signature program is you gotta get clear on your main result. And not just the main result of your business, but the main result that the signature program is going to provide. So the main result of your business, let's say you're a health and wellness coach, and maybe your main result is to help people stay healthy on a vegan diet. Your signature coaching program, you can create a coaching program on that, but I would say let's find almost a subtopic within that main result that you really want to, you know, help people establish. So maybe it's a result of going from carnivore to vegan in 90 days. And so you have a 90-day signature program that helps them do that. Or maybe it's reversing certain diseases through a vegan diet. And so this program is going to help them do that as well. So hopefully you can see that there's like the main result that your business offers, but then there's a result that your signature program ultimately is going to be known for. So for me, you know, my new program, The Next Big Name, again, is for helping people go from unknown to the next big thing in their niche. That is a large result, and so definitely a big piece of the ultimate result that I provide in terms of helping people take their success story and turn it into 6 and 7-figure brands. But obviously there's other things that need to be done as well. You know, I might create a signature program on building a team to scale from 6 to 7 figures, because that's something that I've had to do a lot in my business this year to go from a multi-6-figure business to a 7-figure business. So that would be its own signature program. So there's a result that your business provides, and then there's kind of this like subtopic result that your signature program is going to provide. And so you really need to be clear on that when creating your signature program. All right, the second thing you need to do is not only to get clear on the result that your program is going to provide, but you want to be clear on your journey. And so this is so important because this is going to inform your methodology, and this is going to inform the steps that ultimately you have your clients take. But this is also really important because your journey is your greatest selling point for your signature program. And in fact, I talk about this in depth in my brand new challenge, the Nail Your Niche Challenge. It's a 5-day free challenge, free for a limited time, that we do on a regular basis. And so if that's something that you're interested in joining, go ahead and click the link below to do that. I have to warn you, spaces are limited, and we limit spaces because we do have an option where people can upgrade to VIP to get personalized one-on-one coaching from me during the challenge. And so we like to keep the challenges limited so that everybody who participates has an opportunity to get their, questions and feedback and just, eyes on their brand, because I know it's really important when you're trying to nail your niche. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and click the link. It will tell you how many spots we have left for this round. If you see spots available, go ahead and sign up right away, because once the spots run out, we, put it on a wait list, and then you'll have to wait till the next time that we join. But in that challenge, we go really in depth on how to get clear on your journey. And so you want to get clear on your journey, your story. Again, not just because that's where you're going to pull the steps that you're going to be teaching, but that's also why people are ultimately going to want to work with you. And it's going to be your greatest selling point because you are your first and best testimonial. All right, and going along with that, the third thing that you need to do is you need to break down your process. So your signature coaching program is designed to take people from, point A to point B, or point A to point Z. And again, it's gonna be based on your journey. So once you've thought about the result ultimately that you want your signature program to offer and the journey that you are going to go through, you want to go ahead and break that down into, steps. Now, I recommend like 5 to 7 steps, definitely no more than 10, because, then it gets kind of out of control. If you find that you're having, 15, 20 steps, that might be a sign that you actually are working on 2 different signature programs. But a little test or example that I always give people to do is the napkin trick. So imagine you were out to brunch with your best friend, and you guys are, sitting there waiting for your food to arrive. Hopefully it's a really swanky brunch place, because I love swanky brunch places, and the waiter brings you your 2 mimosas and you're sitting down and chatting, and your best friend is like, hey, I know you've been coaching on all this stuff. I see you in your coaching business, you're killing it. And I've been too embarrassed to ask because you're my best friend, but I really want help on the thing that you coach on. So maybe you're a health coach and they're like, I really want help going vegan. Or maybe you're a business coach. I really want help on launching my business. And so they're like, what steps do I need to take in order to achieve the result that you coach all of those people in? And so imagine you take the mimosa off the napkin, your little drink napkin. It's small, right? It's a small little square napkin. And you're like, oh, this is what you need to do. And you pull out a pen from your purse and you immediately start jotting down steps. And remember, this is a small napkin, so you can't fit that many on there. You probably could only fit maybe 5, 7 steps max. And these are just off the top of your head. What would those steps be? If you're like, oh girl, the first thing you need to do is this, and then after that you need to do this, and then this, and then this. I always recommend that process for breaking your process down because it's natural, it's organic, and it's authentic to what you actually know in your actual methodology. I find that when we sit at our computer and we sit with a spreadsheet and we're trying to let me break my coaching program down, we end up making up stuff or trying to sound, what we think is smart, or none of that stuff works. You want this natural, organic, what is true to you way to break down your program. And so try the napkin trick because I think it'll really work for you. All right, I have more where that came from, but first I want to hear from you. What do you want your signature coaching program to be on? Share in the comments below. All right, the fourth thing you need to do when it comes to creating your signature program is you want to consider the pitfalls. So in the previous step, I said you need to think about your journey and the steps you took and then break those steps down. Now, even though your journey was what it was and it was how you ultimately got to your result, I bet there were probably pitfalls that you fell into that you would want your best friend or clients or whomever you're teaching and coaching to avoid, right? I know it certainly was the case for me. I've been doing my business full time now since 2016. I've been online building my brand since 2009, if you can believe it. I built this brand first in college, and there were a lot of mistakes that I made and a lot of pitfalls that I fell into. And so even though my journey was like this, and there was lots of ups and downs, when people come into my coaching program, I want it to be all up and no down, right? So you want to think about the pitfalls that you fell into and how can you help your clients avoid those same pitfalls. So hopefully you thought about your journey and you did that napkin trick test. Now I want you to go back and say, okay, what were the pitfalls that I would want somebody to avoid? And maybe I did this, but I wouldn't recommend it. What would I tell somebody to do instead? Go ahead and incorporate that in your signature program. All right, the fifth thing that you need to do if you want to create your signature program is you need to decide what you want to be known for. And really this could have been the first step, right? I thought about where I wanted to place this in the video, but ultimately your signature program is just that, your signature. And so while you want to create a signature program that, is gonna be profitable for you and that, maybe people ask you about all the time and, clients are really going to enjoy, you also don't want to create a signature program that is around something that ultimately you don't want to be known for. It's not something that's like really a passion of yours, but you think it can make money, so you just do that, right? So your signature program should reflect you in some way. That's why it's called signature. Also, it's based on your story. So it's signature in the sense that it's based on your journey and your unique methodology to getting to where you ultimately want to go. And so I'm really passionate, not just about branding, but I feel like branding I'm passionate about because it requires a level of self-awareness and introspection that I know is necessary in order for you to step into your personal power. So at my heart, I'm still a life coach. I'm a life and business coach, but I'm really about doing business really as a means to an end, meaning doing business, yes, of course, to make money and to create generational wealth, but doing business ultimately to achieve a level of self-mastery and personal power that is often difficult to do if you don't embark on this entrepreneurial journey. And so I'm really passionate about helping people step into their power, helping women step into their power and, leadership and really owning their value and achieving all the things that they were created to do, things that the good Lord put you on this earth to do. I'm really passionate about helping people do that. And so the next big name, my new signature program, is really a function of that because that program is so about diving deep into who you are at your core and really extrapolating that and putting it into your actual brand and into your actual business that you emerge with not only clients and money and but you emerge with a level of self-awareness that then allows you ultimately to walk into your purpose. And that's what I want from my clients, and that's what I ultimately want to be known for. So I want you to kind of, sit with yourself and think about that when you think about your signature program. Does it hit on a deeper level somewhere? And does it speak to ultimately in your gut what you want to see in the world and what you ultimately want to be known for? And if it does, that's how you know you've got a good signature program on your hands. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to sign up for my upcoming Nail Your Niche Challenge. Again, it is a free 5-day live challenge, live with me, but spots are limited. We do limit those spots for the reasons that I mentioned. So go ahead and click the link below. And if you see spots are available, go ahead and sign up because once they're gone, we do convert it to a wait list and then you'll have to wait until the next time. All right, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you can't wait until my next video, don't forget to subscribe to my podcast, The Courtney Sanders Show, on both iTunes and Spotify. And if you can't wait till my next podcast episode, come on over to Instagram, follow me at CourtneyLSanders, where I share more tips like this as well as the behind the scenes of my life. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.